Welcome to One Bag Travels. I'm Jeff. Today I wanted to have a look at one bag by Osprey called the Farpoint 40. Osprey is a company that has a pretty large line of hiking backpacks, and they also have a pretty extensive line of these travel backpacks. There's a couple models they have that I would consider one bag travel carry-on size. This is the Farpoint, and they have another one called the Porter, and there's a couple different sizes of each of them. There's 3 sizes of the Porter, and I think there's 4 sizes of the Farpoint. The Farpoint 40-liter bag is the size that I think is most appropriate for one bag travel. It's 9 by 14 by 21, which is about the size that most airlines recommend for carry-on. So this bag is pretty popular in a lot of the travel circles, a lot of the blogs, Reddit. It's a pretty popular bag. So I picked this thing up a couple years ago, and I first used it when I took a solo trip down to Costa Rica. So Osprey is a good company. I have a couple of other products of theirs, hiking backpacks, and I really like them. I think they make a really good product. That being said, this wasn't my favorite travel bag. There's a lot of stuff that Osprey does good, and there's a lot of stuff that I think they could do better, especially in their travel bag. So I'll start out by showing you the features of the bag, and I have it packed up right now. I'll take everything out, show you what I have in here, show you how to pack it, and how much gear you can fit in here. There's some things about this bag that I really like. I think Osprey does a really good job with certain aspects. They have a really good pack system. They have a really good backpack straps. The organization of the main compartment and the exterior pockets and zippers, I think, leave a little bit to be desired. But just because it's not my favorite pack doesn't mean it's not something that other people like. It's a pretty popular bag, and there's definitely a lot of good things about it. Starting with the outside of the bag, the basic packing style of the Osprey Farpoint 40 is just a big clamshell pocket, just one big pouch. And it has a zipper here with a laptop sleeve and a couple of small pouches. And then the backside has the backpack straps in this zippered pouch. Osprey makes some really good backpacking backpacks, and in some ways I think the parts of this bag that are the backpacking parts, they do really well. So it's this really nice system. Straps, these sternum straps here, it's pretty solid. They're probably some of the best backpack straps, best system. They're a little bulky, but other than that, they're really nice. And this flap kind of tucks down in here to get it out of the way. So as far as backpacking, this is definitely a solid bag. Coming around to the top of the bag, it has these 2 straps that keep everything together. And when you have the bag all cinched up and you're carrying it in your backpack, it works really well. It's really comfortable. However, I think this system, it's kind of inconvenient. These fold-down straps cover the zipper, and you end up having to fight with these, fold them back and forth. When you're unzipping the pack, it gets stuck on the strap. You have to fold this thing down. When you put it back together, you have to fold it up. And it looks really good when it's packed, but it ends up just kind of getting in the way. The Farpoint 40 also has these 2 water bottle pockets, and they're kind of useless, honestly. You can put a small water bottle in there, but when you put this pack down, it just kind of tends to roll out. So in any position other than straight up, it doesn't really work very well. Even with these straps on here, it doesn't really hold the water bottle in place. Again, this is really It's a nice backpack. If you were backpacking, then these would work fine. But for a travel backpack where you're laying it down, picking it up, carrying it by the side handle, the water bottle pockets on this bag aren't very helpful. Looking at these kind of exterior pockets, it has a small thing here, which is good for sunglasses or keys or whatever. And then this kind of bigger pocket kind of mystifies me. It has a large padded pocket for a laptop. And then it has this other kind of big, weird, double padded pocket for another laptop, I guess, or whatever you want to put in there. And then it just has this kind of big void. So there's not really any easy organization. There's not a good place to put chargers and cords and stuff like that. Things will just kind of have a tendency to fall out, or you'll just have a big blob of stuff in there and you're not going to be able to find anything. So just kind of 3 giant pockets, 2 of them padded, 1 little pocket on the outside. I really think they could have done better with the organization on this bag. So when you have these straps out of the way, these zippers work really well. They big, beefy nylon coil zippers. They have this big handle here, lockable zippers. So they work really well as long as this thing is out of the way. So right now I have this thing packed with most of my gear, and looking at the interior, it's basically just one big pouch. Kind of one of the weird things that I don't really understand about this bag is it's kind of a 3/4 zip or so. It only goes down about 80% of the bag, and there's this kind of weird bottom area here that when you unfold the top, you just don't have access to it. So when I was on my trip, I kind of got frustrated with not being able to get to my stuff down here, and I ended up just kind of using it for dirty laundry. I would just kind of stuff it in this bottom pouch. All right, I took everything out of those pouches, out of the bag, and it's all right here on the table. So this is everything that I just had in the bag, and I spread it out. This is pretty much what I take on most trips. Sometimes I vary it up depending on where I'm going and what the weather's going to be, but for the most part, this is kind of my core travel gear. Notebook, travel wallet, passport, travel documents, phone, sunglasses, tablet. I have 6 pairs of socks and underwear. I have 2 pairs of pants. I have a long sleeve button up, a short sleeve button up, and then 7 t-shirts. Here I have a pack towel, and then toiletries, toothbrush, etc. Travel chargers, cords, a couple little binder clips, this nice little travel multi-tool, and then headphones. So I'm going to put this stuff back in the cubes, and then I will show you how I pack this thing. Alright, I got everything all back in these cubes. So starting with the main compartment, kind of weirdly, the packing cubes actually work pretty good for this because you can't get to this bottom part. You can kind of tuck it in there. And a lot of these packing cubes are the same size, but the bag doesn't really fit them very well. These cubes are designed for kind of your standard 9x14 by 22 bag, and this is a little bit shorter, and because it has this rounded top, these cubes don't really fit in there. You kind of have to squish it in. And the rest of this thing, kind of just put stuff in here however you want. It's kind of an odd shape, but and then kind of your best guess on how to pack this thing. For bags like this, I like to put all my cords and electronics in a small little pouch, and then I would just stick it in there so I don't have to try to search for everything. Not gonna be losing stuff. sunglasses, tablet, so as you can see, I had quite a bit of stuff on the table here and got it all in there. This is a 40-liter pack, not even completely full. And other than the kind of the organizational weirdness, it's not a horrible bag. You can fit a decent amount of stuff in there, and it packs down pretty nice. So again, this is the Osprey Farpoint 40, and this is basically 7 days worth of gear in here. This thing's not going to stand up on its own, but it's pretty compact. All in all, it's not a horrible bag. I think there's bags in this category that are better for the money, but you're not going to go wrong with this bag. It's definitely a good bag. And a lot of people like it. So if you have one of these and you want to let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it, if it works for you, please leave a comment below. And thanks for watching.